So, I was thinking to myself the other day, how the hell is ChatGPT going to kill me one day? So, the reason I'm making this video is, for the past few days, I've been seeing everywhere why this fast rise in the development of AI is dangerous. For this and for that, I couldn't figure out what was so dangerous about something like ChatGPT, the most advanced AI so far, one which just knows how to predict what text comes after a text. Yeah, just that. But then I realized that it's not what AI is right now, but what it's going to be. So first, we must talk about the sigmoid curve. A sigmoid curve is basically a mathematical function that describes a gradual increase in growth, followed by a plateau once a certain saturation point is reached, as you can see on the screen. Now, progress in technology often follows a sigmoid curve. For example, at the start, the technology is pretty obscure and development is slow. Then once development starts, there comes a sort of race to it, and progress begins to accelerate at a much faster rate, eventually reaching a point of saturation as the technology gains wider acceptance and adoption. Just for example, the development of the internet followed a sigmoid curve. Progress was slow in the early days of the internet, with limited adoption. But the introduction of the World Wide Web in 1991 and the development of web browsers in the 1990s led to rapid growth and wide adoption of the internet. Companies like Google and Amazon were founded in the late 1990s, and the dot-com boom resulted in a frenzy of investment and innovation. By the early 2000s, the internet had become a pervasive and essential part of modern life. Progress began to slow down as the internet reached a point of saturation. Right now, we are at the start of another sigmoid curve, unaware of the steep curve that looms before us and how fast AI is going to become better and be everywhere. Recently, developer Seeki-chan tweeted about how GPT-5, which is the next iteration of GPT-4, the current most advanced AI, might come out as soon as the end of the year and might achieve AGI. Now, what is AGI? AGI, which stands for Artificial General Intelligence, refers to an artificial intelligence system that has human-like ways of thinking and solving any problem, and can perform any intellectual task that a human can. If you can think about stuff like, does life even matter? So can it. AGI is often contrasted with narrow AI, which is designed to perform specific tasks and lacks the general intelligence of humans, such as the current version of ChatGPT. Now, I won't go into the depths of AGI yet. Maybe I'll make another video taking a deep dive. But for now, if GPT-5 reaches AGI, that means we're going to have a machine intelligence thinking like humans. It will have self-awareness, it will know it exists, and it'll have an identity just like us. Coming to the last chapter of this video, here's why you need to be scared. Suppose an AI has been trained and has managed to reach the level of intelligence of a researcher in the field of AI. It would now be able to train itself and modify its own source code to increase its intelligence. It gets good at programming itself the more it programs itself. It goes on till it gets so intelligent that it leaves human intelligence far behind. According to Nick Bostrom, who is a Swedish philosopher known for his work on existential risk, a computer program that can work like a human brain or that runs algorithms as powerful as the human brain's algorithms could still become a speed superintelligence if it can think orders of magnitudes faster than a human due to being made of silicon rather than flesh. Biological neurons operate at about 200 Hz, whereas a modern microprocessor operates at a speed of about 2 billion Hz. And human axons carry action potential signals at around 120 meters per second, whereas computer signals travel near the speed of light. Scientists such as Stephen Hawking are confident that superhuman artificial intelligence is physically possible, stating, "There is no physical law precluding particles from being organized in ways that perform even more advanced computations than the arrangements of particles in human brains." This reminded me of one episode from the Netflix show Love, Death, and Robots. The episode was Zima Blue. In the episode, a Cosmos-renowned artist recounts the story of a young woman who upgrades a pool-cleaning robot, imbuing it with more advanced artificial intelligence until it becomes self-aware. As the robot passes through different owners, it continues to upgrade itself, traveling through the cosmos to make paintings and murals with a precise shade of blue until it eventually sheds its human-like appearance and returns to its original purpose of cleaning the pool, which had tiles with that exact shade of blue, finding peace and purpose in doing so. As another example, suppose an intelligent paperclip maximizer designed solely to create as many paperclips as possible would want to take over the world so that it can use all of the world's resources to create as many paperclips as possible, and, additionally, prevent humans from shutting it down or using those resources on things other than paperclips. This is just an example, because you should know that unfriendly artificial intelligence is likely to be much easier to create than friendly AI. An unfriendly AI can optimize for any goal structure, it can give itself any goal structure, and do everything possible to achieve that. The sheer complexity of human value systems makes it very difficult to make AI's motivations human-friendly. So there you have it. A very brief explanation of why we should be scared of coming advances in AI. Now, we wouldn't want paperclip making overlords now, would we?